Yeah, good afternoon. You're very welcome to Tuam Stadium. It's the Lidl Ladies National Football League Division 2 semi-final between Kerry and Monaghan. It's a breezy day here in Tuam, but it's certainly a clash we're really looking forward to hearing. These two old rivals match up to each other, and delighted to be joined in co-commentary as well by Emer Flaherty. Quick word, Emer, there's a strong breeze blowing from right to left there, so the toss would have been very vital there.
Yeah, it would definitely. Looks to be going right down the field there, and it's important to get a good start with that wind at this stage.
Yeah, we'll go through the two teams for you now here in Tuam Stadium. We'll start with the Monaghan team, and in goal is Orna Kelly, a full back line of 2 Maeve Monaghan, 3 Jennifer Duffy and 4 Lauren Garland. The half back line of 5 Abby McCary, 6 Rosie Courtney, and now number 17 Emer Trainer replacing number 7 Kelsey Maguire. At midfield is the partnership of 8 Jodie McQuillan and 9 Jane Drury. The half forward line of 10 Amy Garland, 11 Maureen Atkinson the captain, and number 12 Lauren Jones. And a full forward line of 13 Casey Trainer, 14 Aoife Burns and 15 Emma Clerkin. Managed of course by Kieran Kearns this year, as we take a close look now at the starting Kerry team that shows 3 changes to today's programme. In goal, number 1 Ciara Butler, full back line of 2 Ciara O'Brien, 3 Kaylee Cronin and 4 Julie O'Sullivan. The half back line of 5 Aisling O'Connell, and now number 19 Koch Lynch, and number 7 is Ciara Murphy. At midfield is the partnership of 8 Niamh Carmody and number 9 Anna Galvin the captain. And at wing forward, instead of Katie Brosnan at 10, we have number 18 Lorraine Scanlon coming into the action, Quive Evans at centre half forward, and number 12 Maeve Johnson. And a full forward line of Niamh Cunnacore at 13, and at full forward number 20 Erica Glynn replaces Fola Houlihan, and at right corner forward wearing number 15 Louise Niwaraharte. So all is in readiness then. The referee on the pitch there for today's game is from Mayo, Kevin Corcoran, so we wish the referee and his officials the best of luck here today, as well as both these sides vie to get a place in the Division 2 League final for this year, where they will face Armagh, who had an emphatic victory yesterday over Elite, scoring no fewer than 7 goals.
Yeah, that's right. You know, anyone going up against Armagh will I suppose have it all to do, but here today Kerry did get to the league final last year, and they'll be looking to do the same. They have came up against each other on numerous occasions. Kerry getting the better of Monaghan in the last few games, but Monaghan a real new kind of team. They're in transition at the moment. There's a lot of changes on the team, and they'll be looking to make their mark today.
Absolutely. I think no fewer than 12 retirements on the Monaghan panel this year, and for various different reasons, including weddings, etc. But that's a huge amount of players to lose in one season.
Yeah, it absolutely is. You know, looking on that team there, the Monaghan team without the likes of the Courtneys, the McInnesbys, Ella McCarran, it's a huge transition that they're going through. But these young girls will be looking to rebuild, and the management team will be looking to develop and build on this new outfit.
Just a quick look at the Division 1 final and the pairing for this year. Unusual pairing as well. Meath now and Donegal after their late victory over Dublin yesterday. So that's it. So that's good for football.
Great for football. Yeah, really exciting games, and I suppose no one could have predicted the outcome, but it'll make for an interesting final.
Now, we were deeply saddened this week to learn of the passing of Tom Madigan, who had been a member of the Old Mill and St. Senan's Club in Limerick. Tom had been involved with Limerick Ladies Football as a founding member in the 1990s, as he served as county chairperson for 15 years. In 2008 as well, Tom was inducted into the LGFA Hall of Fame. We pass on our condolences to Tom's wife and 6 children, his many grandchildren, relatives and large circle of friends. Arieshe Garawa and Mosul as we pause for Hour on the Veen in Tuam Stadium. readiness then for this eagerly awaited Lidl Ladies National Football League second Division 2 semi-final. Of course, these two teams met at the same stage last year, Emer, in Montbellew, and it required, I think, a penalty shootout to decide the winner that would go on to the league final against Meath.
Yeah, that was a unusual, I suppose, situation in that case. But you know, after extra time, it ended up being in a draw match again, and it went to a free count, and Kerry just scraped through on that occasion. But you know, I suppose they will obviously have that experience going forward. I suppose the difference is here that we do have the vast amount of changes on the Monaghan outfit, but you know, they've done particularly well in their league build up, just winning against Cavan, and it ended up in a draw against Tyrone, and then just losing out to Armagh. So all of those games, you know, will have brought this young Monaghan team on.
Absolutely. Then all in readiness as the referee Kevin Corcoran from Mayo checks the watch. We're up and underway in Tuam Stadium as the ball is thrown in, and straight away it's Kerry's midfielder and captain Anna Galvin from Southern Gales that gets onto the ball. Kerry playing from left to right in this first half against the breeze in Tuam Stadium as Galvin regathers possession. It's time to find midfield partner Niamh Carmody. Goes for the return pass. Kerry in their traditional gold and green as the ball is battled for quite close to the sideline, just inside the 45-metre line. Regathered by the Kingdom as the fisted pass comes in from Galvin up towards the half-forward line. Goes for a return pass as the centre half forward Quiva Evans now goes on the attack, 21 metres out from goal, tries to go past the wall of Monaghan defenders. Referee has seen a tug on the jersey, and that's going to be a free in for Kerry on the 21-metre line, and a chance then for Louise Niwara-Hurty to open her account, and she's by all means been, you know, ace sharpshooter for Kerry for a long number of years now, Emer.
Exactly, yeah, for a long number of years. She's, you know, such a proficient footballer, equally on her left and right foot. You can, you know, see her slotting them over on both angles. So this seems to be a nice shot for her first one.
For an opening opportunity between the 21 and 14, she steps in, strikes it high, strikes it over the bar. You can hear the applause in the background from the travelling Kerry supporters. Kerry get the opening score of this semi-final, and it's come from the corner forward Louise Niwara-Hurty from a free, and she puts that one high and over the bar. 1 point for Kerry, no score for Monaghan as the kick out is pushed up on by the Kerry forwards. Trying to work it out is Abby McCary. In possession now on the far side of the field. Rosie McCourtney from Donamoyne gets it back as far as Lauren Jones. Returns the pass, and Monaghan now trying to launch the first of their attacks and drive the ball long in towards the D. The referee says play on as the Monaghan girl goes to ground. No foul seen there by referee Kevin Corcoran. Early stages. 2 minutes gone in the first half, and Kerry showing their intent early on here as the player goes forward, charging by the midfielder Niamh Carmody. Referee quickly up on that decision as Monaghan take the free quickly. Out the side the field it comes to Emer Traynor. Emer goes to ground, is dispossessed, and Kerry have it again. Niamh Carmody from Fanu St. Senans gets the ball up towards Julie O'Sullivan, the cornerback, playing very deep. She gets the ball inside towards Niamh Niconacher. Niamh now taking on the Monaghan defence, has support outside off the shoulder in the shape of Louise Niwara-Hurty. She still has possession, looking for support, comes from out the middle. The shot comes in off the outside of the boot. The referee says there's a foul on the kicker, and there'll be a free somewhere between the 21 and 14 again. It'll be probably an exact replica of the opening free, Emer.
Yeah, you know, nice build up there. There's a few turnovers by Kerry in the early stages. Monaghan seemed to really match Louise Niwara-Hurty there, kept her out well, but just lost out to the free in the end. So similar position to the last free for Louise, and you would imagine that this could be another
Second
score.
Point, highly possible, because Monaghan can ill afford to give away frees, particularly with the accuracy of the corner forward. In possession of the ball now, Louise has an opportunity to double Kerry's lead in the early stages here as we approach the 4th minute mark of the first half in Tuam Stadium. The customary run-up, makes no mistakes. 2 points for Louise Niwara-Hurty and 2 points for Kerry. Clock says we played exactly 4 minutes of this first half, and Monaghan yet really to settle into the contest. It's Kerry that seems to be fired up and putting the pressure on right from the kick out. But Monaghan now have time maybe to steady the ship, get forward in the shape of Amy Garland. Lovely ball inside towards the centre half forward and captain from O'Neill Shamrocks, Myrne Atkinson. Atkinson now taking on the Kerry defence. Ball goes away from her, however, and it's a real battle for possession over there as the Kerry girl comes out with it. Play on, says the referee. Anna Galvin back in defence to help her side. Julie O'Sullivan off over on the far side. It's a dry day but breezy day here in Tuam Stadium. Sun trying very much to come out in the early part of the morning, but yet to see any of that here as Kerry now try to brighten up Tuam Stadium themselves. On the attack again, leading by 2 points to no score. Ball recycled back out. Good interchange of passes here by Kerry. The ball eventually comes as far as Maeve Johnson. And Maeve Johnson from out the field tries a long range effort that's going to tail out to the right hand side and wide. One wide for Kerry. Monaghan yet to register any scores. They trail by 2 points to no score. I think there's a little bit of nervous there from Monaghan, Emer, and you can see it. You know, Kerry are pushing up very much on the kick out and is putting the pressure on from there.
Yeah, you can see that nervous build up, and you can see they're obviously playing very defensively in this early stage, just leaving 2 inside in the full forward line.
More direct this time for Monaghan now as they spread the ball in. Lovely ball in over towards Jane Drury. Drury now looking for the pass that might unlock this Kerry defence, but the referee has spotted an infringement, playing the advantage, and it's going to be a free on the 21-metre line. And into this goal, it's the town into Tuam Stadium as we know it here, Emer. It's always known as the scoring goal, but you know, it's one. If you're playing with a strong breeze in the first half, you need to, you know, take every chance, particularly from Monaghan's perspective.
Yeah, you'd be looking to make advantage of the scoring goal and that wind at this stage. So, you know, that was a nice build-up of play, ball that was let in right into the full forward line there to Jane Drury, and she won her free in the end.
And unfortunately, in this occasion, there was too much allowed for the wind there. Kicked out to the right-hand side and wide, and disappointing there. I think it was Jodie McQuillan that had that effort that skewed it off out to the right-hand side, and the chance goes a-begging for Monaghan. So it remains. Kerry 2 points, Monaghan no score, 6.5 minutes gone. And the referee this time has spotted another infringement, and with the Kerry player not retreating, the referee's going to bring it into a more scoreable position now for Monaghan, and maybe this time from 14 metres out, this time to the right of the goal, they will have the opportunity to register their first score. Jodie McQuillan from Castleblaney, second time of asking from a more favourable angle, strikes this one in. The umpire goes to the white flag. Monaghan are up and running here in Tuam, 2 points to 1. And that'll do her confidence good after missing that earlier one.
Yeah, you'd imagine that'll settle them down a little. That free was just seemed to be given because the kick out was just too short there. So you'd imagine Monaghan just need to settle down into this game. Yet
to have a score from play here in this Lidl Ladies National Football League semi-final. We've had 3 points, 2 for Kerry from frees and 1 for Monaghan from frees, but it's helter-skelter stuff in the early stages here. Both sides trying each other out as corner forward. Louise Niwari-Hurty gets it back outside towards Niamh Carmody. Carmody now looks for the Niamh Conacor from Corcadivna. Niamh now zoning across the line. The referee said there's a foul there, and that's going to be a free in. And we're just looking, we're coming up on 8 minutes gone, Emer, and we've, you know, it's a stop-start game so far. You know, there's a lot of frees, and you know, play just not being allowed to develop. It's the referee very much intent on pulling for, you know, if you got a hand in or there's a jersey pull, and it really hasn't flowed yet. Yeah, that's right. You can see just on the sideline here, the Monaghan manager also irate, I think, at that decision. You know, it was probably one of the softer ones, but you know, Monaghan can't afford to be giving away frees like that with Louise Niwari-Hurty, I suppose, there in the full forward line. Yeah, she takes her customary run up to this one. It's got a curling. Is it curling enough? The umpire says it is curling at the last minute. It just got inside that right hand upright, but in the end it is a point as Monaghan go with the quick kick out again, and right from the start Kerry put the pressure on, and it's dangerous in there from a Monaghan perspective at the moment because Kerry just push up every single time. Kerry lead by 3 points to 1, courtesy of those 3 frees from Louise Niwari-Hurty. And Monaghan trying to get forward, but they have it now down to our left hand side. They're moving forward, gone to ground, and we're going to have another free. The clock ticks into the 9th minute, Monaghan will get a chance to reduce the deficit again, 3 points to 1, but this time it's a free on the 21 straight in front of goal.
Yeah, free well won by Jane Drury. Just skipped past Muireann Atkinson, and Jane Drury fouled there, so another free there for Jodie McQuillan.
Yeah, just outside the 21. She makes it in towards the centre of the D and puts it up and over the bar in the 10th minute of the first half. As it's really the McQuillan and Nimora Hurty show so far. 3 points for Louise and 2 points for Geordie.
Yeah, we haven't had any other opportunities even for shots from play at all. So, you know, you'd obviously be hoping to benefit from these frees, but you'd like to see more of a free-flowing game.
Yeah, well, we have another free. But from a Monaghan perspective, they'll be very happy because this one is in front of the goal as well, and it's an opportunity for Jodie to level it up at 3 points apiece as we hit the 10-minute mark. Having missed the opening free, she's already slotted 2. There's an opportunity now for a hat-trick of frees early on as she puts that one over the bar. No mistake, the umpire gets out of the way behind the goal. 3 points apiece. Jodie with her 3rd point. And we're level pegging. Yeah,
level pegging. Now you can also see there both, which is interesting, both sides are looking for really quick kickouts, and there's huge pressure coming from the forwards on both sides, which are leading to these frees on for Monaghan in particular.
Monaghan trying to gather possession again. The referee's going to go in there, Kevin Corcoran, and throw this ball up. As we look at the backroom team from Kerry, Darragh Long and Declan Quill, joint managers, along with Nora Feely, Sophie Houlihan there as well, and the mentors Geraldine O'Shea and Maria O'Donoghue, Cassandra Buckley, Michelle O'Connor and Laura Fitzgerald. Kieran Kearns the man at the helm for Monaghan, with Shane Rice, Fionnuala Sherlock and Mark Dockery, Declan McKernan, Porrick Smith, Darren Chapman and Jasmine Dillon. So Kerry have got the advantage there, and they're able to walk the ball across the line, try and get it out past their own 45-metre line. Driving forward is a cornerback, Julie O'Sullivan. Julie now on to Quiva Evans. Quiva, direct running style. Nearly sees her opportunity intercepted, but Kerry regained the possession outside the 21-metre line, just outside the D. Being put under pressure, a little bit of space coming there. The hop of the ball goes against the Kerry girl, and Monaghan have intercepted that one. Monaghan now settling way better into this, and you can hear their travelling support at the back of us here in this stand in Tuam Stadium as they are getting behind their side now. They trailed by 2 points and no score early on, but they've got themselves settled after the long journey down from Monaghan. In possession now is Jane Drury. Drury back out the field, it goes to Rosie Courtney. Courtney off then towards Amy Garland. Garland turns back outside for support to Casey Traynor. Traynor in turn then has point scorer Jodie McQuillan for support. Tries to go past the tackle, does well. Needs support now, not forthcoming. She still has to keep going, and the referee's going to call it back for the advantage. It's another free to Monaghan. 12 minutes gone in the first half, 3 points each. But, you know, just that little bit of indiscipline in both defences. Yeah, definitely.
But I'm very impressed with the Monaghan work rate there. There's a lot of tenacity coming from their attack. Lorraine Scanlon was in possession there, and you had a ball that was turned over, really, that wasn't rightly the one belonged to them at all. So a real huge work rate coming from both sides.
Jodie McQuillan doesn't go for the point, she goes for the pass. The referee said they've over-carried Monaghan, and it's going to be a free out, the ball being overplayed. Maybe Jodie should have gone for the point with the breeze behind her. She felt the short free was an option that on this occasion just didn't work for the Monaghan girls, as Kerry now have a little bit of space to work the ball forward as they head towards the 45-metre line. Still going forward, looking for that pass, but again it's the tenacity, as Emer alluded to, of Monaghan in the tackle right now, that they're able just to get the hand in and get the tackle legally in, and so far they're doing very well in defence as they move forward now with Rosie Courtney, who turns back inside, has to come this side of the field towards Amy Garland. Amy now looking up, decides the best option is to go back. 2 Monaghan players free this side of the field, including Jodie McQuillan. McQuillan now towards the 45-metre line, sends a lovely pass into the free player inside. Emer Traynor, lovely pop pass back out towards Jodie McQuillan. Doesn't bother going for the shot, tries to get the crossfield pass in, but this time it's intercepted by Kerry. And Kerry now have an opportunity through Quiva Evans from MKL Gales to go forward. off the shoulder. The support coming from her clubmate Ciara Murphy. Foul on the far side, and it'll be a free in for Kerry. Referee going to have a quick word with Amy Garland as Louise Niwaraherty picks up the ball, goes on the solo run, 35 metres out from goal, has support off the shoulder, uses that support, tries to pop it back inside, goes for the return and goes for the shot, but is tailing out to the left-hand side and wide. Second wide for Kerry. One thing that's evident, I suppose, we're coming up to the midway point of the first half, Emer, is there's not a lot between these sides, and defences very much on top in the sense that all the scores we've had in this game have come from frees.
Yeah, really not a lot at all between those sides. I suppose looking on the previous games, Kerry obviously with their dominance in their group would have maybe put themselves in a good place coming forward here. They are playing against the wind, but credit to Monaghan, they are giving everything in this first half and really fighting for every ball and fighting hard. And Kerry will have to work equally as hard in this case. Yeah,
Monaghan certainly. With their 12 retirements this year, you'd say it's a very new-looking Monaghan side. They go for a point from out the field, but again, that's tailing out to the left-hand side and wide. So we're equal on the wides count as well as on the scoreboard. 2 wides each, I make it, and 3 points each as the referee calls for the water break here in Tuam Stadium. Both sides will be delighted, I think, just to get a break for a few minutes. It's hectic stuff from end to end, but you have to say, how strong is that breeze, Emer? And is it blowing, cross field or whatever? From the last 2 shots that I've seen, it seems to be blowing across the goal more so than directly down. So it might take a bit of getting used to for Monaghan, particularly in this first half, to get used to that breeze.
Yeah, that's right. They definitely haven't taken a huge amount of shots apart from Muireann Atkinson there, maybe from play. So they don't seem to be that confident in the pull that it's having. It does seem to be going at an angle. So on the contrary, then Kerry are building up the ball well. They've moved it well in front and have won their frees. But no scores from play is the first quarter we haven't
scored
seen
from
much.
Play, and we've had only 2 scorers, Louise Niwaraherty for Kerry and Jodie McQuillan for Monaghan. So if you're forward in there and you're trying to make a name for yourself, particularly from a Monaghan perspective, it's a day where some of these girls probably getting their chance to make a name for themselves, and they want to be in a league final as well in a couple of weeks' time.
Of course they do. Yeah, it's huge step for them. They have done, like I said, hugely well to get the semi-final, considering the amount of changes, but they'll be there eager to prove their point and bring this Monaghan outfit on and let them develop well as a senior team.
Play will resume with a kick out for Castle Gregory's Ciara Butler, looking for movement. She's going to go the stand side with her kick out. Up to go for it's knocked down by a Monaghan hand, but only into the waiting arms of Niamh Carmody. Carmody offloads it then as Kerry trying to work their way out through the channels. Kerry player goes to ground, play on, says the referee. No malice in that tackle, according to the Mayo man, as Ciara Murphy now picks it up and goes on the solo run. Unopposed so far as she still goes, and Monaghan have retreated. Their defence has stepped back as they allow Kerry to try and work the ball forward, but good work in there again by the Monaghan defence, and not for the first time today. They get it out. The referee has spotted a foul. Kerry not too happy there, pleading that there was I think it was a boot in there, Emer, on that occasion, but in fairness to Monaghan, they're sticking to the task.
Yeah, they surely are. The work rate, you can see again that so many tracking back and working so hard to get that dispossession in. It'd be interesting to see the tackle count, at the end of this game, and the amount of turnovers, because they're certainly doing it in this section. Whether they can keep it up or not is another question.
Good work by Lauren Jones now to get the ball forward. Lovely pass inside. Opportunity for Monaghan now here from the other midfielder. We have our first point from play in the Lidl semi-final, and it's come from Jane Drury. Wonderful work well worked effort there by Monaghan. It's come in the 18th minute of the first half. They've taken the lead. We've got a score from play, and Monaghan worked that one very well.
Yeah, super score there. Jane Drury, 9 on her back, but playing in full forward role. She's presenting herself so well. The ball was played so well in the first score from play, and it really was a well taken score.
Yeah, it's given Monaghan the lead then. 4 points to 3 as Kerry go in search of the equaliser. Long ball in over the top, knocked down brilliantly again as the Monaghan girl goes to ground. Niwara Hurty says she wants to have a point from play, but it's dropped short this time into the hands of Orna Kelly from Carrickmacross, who goes for the return pass. Needs support now, and it's coming from centre half back from Donamoyne, Rosie Courtney, and out the field. Monaghan now trying to work it out the middle towards Amy Garland. Amy now has support from Jodie McQuillan, who in turn gets it off to the full-back Jennifer Duffy. Sends a lovely ball in over. Now the opportunity here is again, it could be a goal scoring chance for Monaghan. It should be a goal. Is it a goal? It's a penalty. If it's not a goal, it is a penalty. The foul on Murren Atkinson, the captain. She had an option to go maybe earlier or to give another pass. She had one thing on her mind, to get the ball in the back of the net herself. Now the goalkeeper is going to be spoken to, which is Ciara Butler, by the referee Kevin Corcoran. We will have a penalty in the first half, and is this going to be a yellow card? It is a yellow card. So right now they're down to 14. They've got to change the goalkeeper as well. I'm not sure if they can have the goalkeeper in for the penalty or not, but we're going to have a change. We're going to have Mary Ellen Bulger coming in for Kerry, as Ciara Butler is distraught coming off there. You have to feel sorry for the goalkeeper as well. She had no option but to take her down, because stop her from scoring the goal at the expense of a penalty. So now Monaghan, who trailed early on in this game, playing with the breeze, lead by 4 points to 3, and have a penalty that's going to be taken by Castleblayney's Jodie McQuillan. With 19 and a half minutes gone, how pivotal could this be in this semi-final? It's a huge moment in the game for sure, as McQuillan against Bulger at the town end of Tuam Stadium. She steps up, right-footed, kicks it to the right hand side. The goalkeeper's left, no mistake. It's in the back of the net. And Monaghan now lead by 1-4 to 3 points. Well taken penalty.
Super taken penalty, and such a well-worked score there, or well-worked penalty in one sense. That full forward again, Jane Drury making that penalty, popping it off to Murren Atkinson, and Jodie McQuillan, so smoothly slotting it away.
Yep. Kerry then trailing by 1-4 to 3, having looked very strong in the opening 10 minutes, as Monaghan took a little while to get themselves up and running and into the pace of the contest. But right now they lead by 4 and have an opportunity here with Jodie McQuillan to kick this one, but it's come off the outside of her boot. It's going to drop in around the house. Could still be one in there. Kerry are back there in numbers, however, and this time they can defend that attack and try and work the ball out. They feel now that they'll need a score to counteract the 4-point advantage, but again it's Monaghan showing great tenacity and tackling in the middle of the field. Jane Drury from St. Bridget's being fouled, and Monaghan take the free and go back towards the wing back from Scottstown, Abby McCary. Dropped in the middle of the field but picked up by Amy Garland, the wing forward wearing 10. Monaghan changed the course of the attack out to the right hand side they go this time. Good work now to get the ball up as far as McQuillan again. Lovely pass inside now. Opportunity here coming off the outside of the boot. It's got across the face of the goal, however, and out to the left hand side and wide. Those kind of scores, with a breeze like that, if you're leading by 4 and you're creating the opportunities, if you're Kieran Kearns, you'll be saying, look girls, we need to add these on and build up what we have, because second half could be under pressure. Yeah,
they need to settle it down like that. It was probably maybe a haphazard shot there coming off the wing. You need to work it around and get it to your scorers there in Drury and Atkinson.
Let's go back to that penalty for Monaghan. It was a long delivery in, of course, from the fullback Jennifer Duffy, that inside, the direct ball with the breeze behind her, and caused Kerry problems. Yeah, that there seemed to struggle there at the moment managing Jane Drury. She's a real presence inside. She's the target woman, and we can see there Julie O'Sullivan is picking her up, but she's really testing her at this stage. Shot coming in for Kerry from out the field. The umpires have a quick look as it is gone up and over the bar. It's a fine score. We'll get you the score in a moment as we'll see that back again, but it's a fine score for Kerry. It's brought it back to a 3-point ball game. Excellent score. Referee says from the kick out there's a foul. 1-4 to 4 points. As we look out, Erica McGlynn was the scorer. I think on that occasion it was Erica McGlynn, the number 20 for Kerry, that scored that one. As we watch play continue here, as Monaghan now go in search of another score here. It's 23 minutes gone in the first half. Kerry trailing by 1-4 to 4. Monaghan, that 3-point advantage, try and play the ball forward. Good work here by Emer Traynor. Traynor now moving forward, looking for the pass inside again. Again, it's sent towards the centre half forward, Myrne Atkinson, the captain for Monaghan, looking for a little bit of space. An ounce of a step. The referee has seen the charging foul inside. That's gone up and over the bar, but good score by Erica McGlynn there for Kerry.
Yeah, super score there against the wind. You know, Eric McGlynn coming in late into that position there, but a really well taken score.
So both sides have had a point apiece from play. Look, Kerry, having led early on, are trailing at the moment, with Monaghan ahead by, of course, see that penalty from Jodie McQuillan. As Kerry now trying to move forward. Kerry girl goes to ground. The tackle was illegal, says the referee, from the full-back, Jennifer Duffy of O'Neill Shamrocks. And she's going to require a little bit of treatment, as the referee notes the number in the book. Louise will come out to take this one, and it's about 35 metres out from goal, but against that breeze, it's going to take a good kick to curl that ball from that angle, you'd imagine, Emer.
Yeah, it might be just outside her range at this stage, especially against that wind. But well worked there by Kerry. Yet again, the Monaghan backs are working tenaciously throughout this first half. You can see we've just got two girls left inside in the full forward line. You've got your half forward line and your corner forward pulling back and helping out in defence.
Real defensive effort from Monaghan for sure, as they bring the bodies back. 13, as I say, all inside their own 45-metre line, as Kerry try somehow to break it down, to find a pass that would unlock the Monaghan defence, which is playing very solidly as a unit back there now. But right now, there's a little bit of space emerging for Kerry to go forward for the score. It comes in, it's gone up and over the bar. Excellent score by the corner forward, Niamh Conacher, as reducing the deficit now to 2 points again, 1-4 to 5.
Yeah, super score there by Niamh Conacher, but credit to Lorraine Scanlon there, and the Castle Island Desmond's player, her along with Coach Lynch, have just returned to this setup after their intermediate semi-final placement against Castlebar earlier in the year. So they're a huge addition to this team.
Kerry's timed in to interrupt and intercept. Louise Ni-Warra-Hurty now gets it forward. In she goes for the return pass, going to go for another score from here. It's a super score out to the left-hand side and wide. It's got a touch, however, according to the referee. I think Kevin Corcoran got a touch maybe as it left the boot of Louise Ni-Warra-Hurty, and it's going to be out at the expense of a 45. It's a great effort on goal. It would have reduced the deficit to a point as we come up to the 26-minute mark. But referee quick to spot that there. There was a touch, as small as it might have been, but it was a touch, and out for the expense of a 45. Anna Galvin from Southern Gales, the captain of this Kerry team, is going to take this one. She looked to play it short, find a little bit of movement in towards Louise, who makes herself available in front of the Monaghan defence. Back out the field it comes. Oh, brilliantly blocked down. Back out to Louise again, and Louise goes high, puts it over the bar. We're back to a 1-point ball game. The alertness of Louise Ni-Warra-Hurty when that ball was blocked down, came straight back to her. She didn't think twice, off the left boot and over the bar. Yeah,
excellent score there. And you know, Anna Galvin spotted her inside. She won cleanly, and then a block on Lorraine Scanlon, and a super score from play for Louise Ni-Warra-Hurty.
The last 3 points have come from Kerry. Wonderful response to the penalty goal by Monaghan after 20 minutes. So we're now in the 27th minute at 1-4 to 6. Little or nothing between the sides. Kerry probably be the happier team to have the breeze behind their backs in the second half, as the referee spots another foul. Kerry take it quickly. Again, there's a lovely movement inside. Chance for the equaliser. That's tailed off the outside of the right boot of the wing back, Ciara Murphy, or Aisling O'Connell from Éire Óg in Cork. And that tails out to the right. So, yeah, both sides guilty of some, not great shooting, we'll call it, Emer, but 1-4 to 6 points. It's probably a fair reflection so far in this first half that there's only 1 point between the two teams.
Yeah, definitely. Monaghan, with the last few minutes there with the wind, you'd be looking for them to push up and to get another score or two on the board. I don't think they'll come as easy against the stiffer wind in the second half.
Advantage being played to Murray and Atkinson. As she goes forward, the referee's going to call it back just outside the D, and it'll be an opportunity for Jodie McQuillan from Castleblaney, who's already scored 1-3, top scorer for her side in this first half, and Louise Ní Mhuire with 4 points for Kerry, their top scorer, as McQuillan now right on the very edge of the D, down to her left hand side, kicks it right footed, kicks it high. The umpire likes it, and it's going for the white flag. It's gone up and over the bar. It's another point for Monaghan and another point for Jodie McQuillan. 1-5 to 6. The gap goes out to 2, Emer.
Yeah, a great score there. She's been very accurate on the frees today, and they are benefiting from those. We've just got the 1 point for play. Apart from that, from Jane Drury.
1-5 to 6 points as we head ever closer towards the half-time break here in Tuam Stadium. Kerry, though, not finished their business yet in this first half as they try and eke out another score to reduce the deficit. Louise Ní Mhuire pop pass off, and a little bit of space opening up now for Caoimhe Evans. Evans now going to go for a score from out the field. Drops into the goalkeeper, Orna Kelly from Carrickmacross, who gets it away towards Donna Moyne's Emer trainer. And Monaghan now being shoved back towards their own goal line in there. It's all a little bit tight. Again, it's given away, and Kerry have intercepted. Monaghan give away the free. It's self-inflicted by the Monaghan defence in there. They just could not get that ball out. The pressure was coming on from the Kerry forwards. The pass didn't find its destination. Kerry picked it up and were fouled. And in the final minute of the first half, Kerry will have the opportunity through Louise Ní Mhuire to add another point to their tally, which will put just 1 point between the sides as we head close to half-time. Louise concentrating as always. Little run up over the bar, no mistake. 1-5 to 7 now, as that score is chalked down in the book of Kevin Corcoran, the referee from Mayo. But Louise is the main scoring threat up front for sure, with 5 points of Kerry's 7. Kick out taking the far side of the field. Too much on it, however, from a Monaghan perspective, as the Monaghan girl goes to ground. Kerry able there to pick it up as the clock has ticked in to add it on time here now on our stopwatch. Kerry looking to go forward, but once again Kerry in there. Referee, is he going to throw it up? He is going to throw it up. So he looks to the sideline wondering if there's a player, goalkeeper can come back in now. So our 10 minutes is up for Ciara Butler of Castle Gregory, who received that yellow card earlier on. Stoppage in play while the fourth official has a word with the referee. All is good to go, I think. Once again, the Kerry backroom team happy, the referee happy. Ball is thrown in, it's touched down there. Kerry have it from the throw-in. Ball is sent over this side of the field. A lot of purchase on that, too much purchase on it towards the girl wearing 20 from Fossa, Erica McGlynn. Point scorer in the first half. Referee keeping a close eye on his watch. Monaghan working it out through the channels, hand passing. Amy Garland needs support, did well to work it out from her own defence. Back out to Jodie McQuillan, who's seen a lot of the ball in the first half for Monaghan and has scored 1 goal and 4 points out of her side's 1-5. Monaghan now. Monaghan Harps, or Casey Trainer from Scottstown, gets it forwards. this should be a chance of a score for Monaghan as they work it in off the left boot. It comes in, it looks good, it's a great score by Myrne Atkinson, the captain. She puts that one up and over the bar. Back to a 2-point ball game. Myrne Atkinson with the point. Fantastic score from her off the left boot, Emer.
Yeah, great score from Myrne Atkinson, and well worked there by the Monaghan back line. Amy Garland's getting on a lot of ball, driving forward. Then it was moved across the field, and Myrne Atkinson picked out there and a nice score to finish off the half.
1 goal and 6 points for Monaghan, who played at the aid of the breeze in the first half. 7 points for Kerry at half time. And both teams go into the dressing rooms here for refreshment and for a chat from respective managers, Kieran Kearns of Monaghan and Darragh Long and Declan Quill of Kerry. So certainly a big second half to come as well, Emer, here as we look forward to the second half of the Lidl Ladies National Football League semi-final. But at half time it's Monaghan that lead here. Monaghan 1-6, Kerry 7 points.
Well, you know for yourself. You're football on late. I said that Monaghan could cause an upset here today. Huh? Yeah. Admar Herty girl is good now for Kerry.
Yeah, very welcome back to Tuam Stadium. Second half of the Lidl National Football League Division 2 semi-final. Kerry and Monaghan, with Monaghan leading at half-time, 1-6 to 7 points. Kerry first back out on the field for the second half, as Monaghan take a little bit longer to get back out here. But Emer, we have a fascinating second half to look forward to. But Kerry down by 2 points at the break, but do have that breeze that seems to be strengthening here in Tuam.
Yeah, you'd be interested to see now, will they make advantage of this breeze, early on. I'd imagine that they will leave maybe more of their forwards inside, and in comparison to Monaghan's kind of two left inside. So, whether Monaghan may continue to battle the storm, they are 2 points up, but will Kerry make that breeze count in the second half?
Well, they've 30 minutes to decide who will play Armagh in the Division 2 Lidl Ladies National Football League for 2022. Or it might even take a little bit more than that. But let's see. Referee Kevin Corcoran then checks with his officials. The watches are synced. And we're ready for second half action here in Tuam Stadium. Kerry playing from right to left in this second half. That breeze behind them. Ball is in. Second half is underway, and straight away it's Kerry. Anna Galvin launching a huge one in towards the full forward line. Kerry could have a scoring opportunity here. Louise Niwara that gets it back off. Goes for the return pass, has a look around. She's met by a wall of Kerry Monaghan defenders. And once again, the minute the corner forward received possession, she was swamped by 5 Monaghan defenders, Emer.
Yeah, you would say, was it a bit hard? Was it a very quick turnover to give? But credit to Monaghan yet again. 4 players around Louise Mahertic, and that tenacity is continuing in the early stages of the second half.
Early stages, and we've played short of 60 seconds here, and again the tackles go in. The ball is touched on the ground. The referee says Monaghan player on the ground when she touched the ball, so we'll have a free just inside the 45-metre line here, and nothing surer than Louise Niwara fancies this one, 40 metres out from goal into the scoring end of Tuam Stadium. Will she go for a point from here? The body language to me suggests that that's exactly what she's going to do. She'll be curling this one off the right hand upright just to try and guide it in and get the first score of the second half for her side. As Niwara strikes this one, lovely ball in around the house. Dangerous touched in there by Kerry forward, very close to the end line, but dealt well back there by the Monaghan defence. And away they come, trying to get it out. Again, it's an overhit pass in a bad area from a Kerry or Monaghan perspective, because it puts Kerry on the front foot once again as the ball is drilled over towards the midfielder on the far side of the field. Niamh Carmody. Back out it goes towards Corch Lynch, and all the way crossfield pass to this side towards Ciara Murphy, who gets it inside. And now an opportunity here. Will they go for the score from out here? It's a nice ball in around the house. Louise Niwara was in there, but the goalkeeper Orna Kelly was alive to that one, but she's clearance is not a good one, and Kerry still have it and come now looking for this opening second half score. The referee is given the free on the far side. Foul on Cueva Evans, and this time Kerry will get the opportunity from another free to reduce the deficit as they trail by 1-6 to 7.
Yeah, a huge amount of pressure there coming from Kerry. They're pushing up. Monaghan are just struggling to get that ball out. It did drop short on a few occasions there. Firstly, Louise Mahertic's free, and followed in by Cueva Evans's effort. But another free shot here for Louise Mahertic from a nicer angle.
Louise then looking for the opening score of the second half. She got the first one in the first half. It's no mistake, puts it over the bar. 3 minutes gone in the second half, and Kerry reduced the deficit through Louise Niwara. It's her 6 point, 5 from frees and 1 from play. So it's now 8 points for Kerry, 1-6 for Monaghan. As the kick out is pressurised once again. Ball hit towards Éire Óg's Maeve Monaghan. Does well to get it away towards her centre back, Rosie Courtney. And Courtney now moving forward. She's fouled, and that'll be a free out and a chance for Monaghan to somehow try and clear the lines, because they've been under the cosh in the opening 3.5 minutes of this second half with constant pressure from Kerry, who've managed to reduce the deficit, as we said, to 1 point. A ball out around the middle of the field, won by the Kingdom. Good work by Koch Lynch to get it forward towards Lorraine Scanlon, who in turn gets it back out this side the field now towards Maeve Johnson. Maeve is intercepted brilliantly there, however, by the Monaghan girls. And Jodie McQuillan from Castleblaney now, scorer in chief in the first half with 1-4 for her side. The tackles going in constantly, with the possession being overturned a lot in this first half. Again, it's overturned this time by Kerry, who stood for a minute thinking that there was going to be a free against them, but it's driven forward. It's going to be free for them now on the 45-metre line. It's been all Kerry Emer in the opening 4.5 minutes of this second half, and I'm sure at half-time Darragh Long and Declan Quill had a good long chat with them just to prepare them for what was coming in the second half. Yeah,
you can definitely see the contrast in play. You know, the Monaghan attack in the first half was leaving just the two inside. In contrast here, you've got, you know, your six forwards in and putting huge pressure on that Monaghan defence.
The referee has spotted a foul again. This time it's on Maeve Johnson, and we will have an opportunity for Louise Newer to level it up here in the early stages of the second half as we hit the five-minute mark. 5 minutes gone in the second half, as Kerry look to be introducing Danielle O'Leary as well from Rathmore very shortly. We'll stay with the action as the free is dead centre of the goals between the 21 and 40-metre line. Bread and butter stuff for Louise, and she strikes that one high and over the bar. 7 points for her and 9 points for Kerry, and Monaghan won 6. We're level, and we played 5.5 minutes. That substitution about to be made now, as Kerry are going to bring off Maeve Johnson from Lawn Rangers and bring in Rathmore's Danielle O'Leary. Kick out one this time by Monaghan, as they haven't got past the halfway line in this second half. They're going to try and have to get forward now and get forward quickly against this breeze. Not going to be easy. Going to have to carry a lot of the ball. Exactly what's happening at the moment as that ball is offloaded towards Rosie Courtney. Goes through the return pass, has to come back outside again. Good work here by the captain from O'Neill Shamrocks, Maren Atkinson. There's a foul there, says the referee, and that will be a free in. Monaghan girls surrounded by 4 Kerry players, as Monaghan go in search of their first score of the second half.
Look at Jennifer, look at Jennifer. Look at Jen.
Referee just a little bit of homework to be done, telling the Monaghan girl to go back initially, and the ball is back towards the free taker, Maren Atkinson, who now needs support, but she's intercepted there once again. Huge pressure being put on by the Kerry players as that ball's gone out over the sideline. There's a late tackle just down in front of us there on Lorraine Scanlon that was deemed not to be a late tackle by the referee. It's incensed the Kerry supporters and the Bonnish of Kerry as well, but play will continue. Sometimes you see those frees given Emer, but on this occasion he said play on.
Yeah, he did, and the Kerry supporters were definitely not happy with that one. Lorraine Scanlon did take a blow, and the sideline ball went to Monaghan.
Monaghan now on the attack, albeit way out the field. And McClurkin to Lauren Jones, who goes on the solo run, still going forward. Lauren Jones tries to get it forward, but our pass just didn't have enough purchase on it, and Kerry mop it up. End-to-end stuff now with 7.5 minutes gone of the second half, and an opportunity for a first touch for Danielle O'Leary. Danielle now moving forward briskly, looking at the post, going to have a shot from out the field, trying to curl it in, curls it high and curls it up and over the bar. One of the umpires standing right behind the goal, making sure that had curled in sufficiently. What an introduction for Danielle O'Leary.
Yeah, excellent score there. She just found herself in space. No one seemed to be picking her up. Took the ball on, and lovely point by Danielle O'Leary.
3 second half points in the opening 8 minutes for the Kingdom. I've seen them take the lead here in Tuam Stadium as a Monaghan player goes to ground back there. The referee is going to have a word, is he, with one of the Kerry players. It's the full forward, Aoife Burns from Donaghmoyne, who's gone to ground. And the referee noting the tackle in his book. as attention is required for Aoife Burns. Well, just from our commentary position here, the wind seems to have got stronger during the half-time break, Emer, which is suiting Kerry now as well, and it's very hard for Monaghan to get the ball forward. They're trying to carry it against the breeze.
Yeah, it does, and they are struggling. They still seem to be playing very defensively, which is making it, just as difficult to try and get it forward into a scoring position.
Opportunity now maybe for a score, a goal opportunity for Monaghan. Shot comes in. Oh, what a brilliant block down there as the ball has gone out at the... Well, it's been played on. The umpire said it wasn't gone out over the line, so what a block down and interception there just as the corner forward, Emma Clerkin, was about to pull the trigger. And Kerry somehow cleared their lines and can make an attack of their own from that brilliant defending. Ball up along the line towards Louise Ní Mhuire-Hirty. Being chased all the time by Lauren Garland. But Mhuire-Hirty now eyeing up an opportunity, gets it to O'Leary, and O'Leary in turn gets it inside to the wing back playing deep. Off it goes to the far side. Lovely ball inside here. Oh, it's intercepted brilliantly. Well read in there. I'm sure it was the full back that got it away in there, but it was an opportunity to get inside the Monaghan defence, but read brilliantly and defended well, Emer.
Yeah, super interception there by Amy McCary and worked out. Again, it's really end-to-end stuff. There's been great blocks put in one side. You've got tackles. Really good football being played by both teams.
No doubt that both sides want to be in a league final against Armagh in a couple of weeks' time. And with 1 point separating the sides, there's still a long way to go here with 20 minutes of normal time remaining in this second half for any of these sides to somehow find a winning combination of scores. Monaghan get the possession, and strong running again from Emer Traynor. Emer still going forward, being pushed, held back, says the referee Kevin Corcoran, as Kerry get the call to move back and defend. They brought a lot of players forward in the early part of this second half. How Monaghan are going to resurrect the score here. They're going to go long in over the top. Comes off a Kerry hand in there. Monaghan trying to put the pressure on close to the end line. Good work in there. As the referee said, it's over carrying by the Kerry girl. The pressure came in from Mirren Atkinson, the captain of Monaghan, stood her ground, stopped the Kerry player from advancing anyways forward, and that was great work by Mirren there to she could have given it up as the ball was nearly gone wide, but she put the pressure on the Kerry defender.
Yeah, super work by Mirren Atkinson to win that free. The ball was given in similar to the balls that were given in the first half earlier on, but the Kerry girls are mopping up the break there much easier than they did in the first half. So well taken free there again by Jodie McQuillan.
Yeah, great score by her. We're level in Tuam Stadium at 1-7 to 10 points. Jodie McQuillan, 1 goal and 5, having missed the opening free of the contest, is a fantastic return for her, including a penalty in the 20th minute of the first half. But Kerry now get an opportunity themselves to go forward. The game being played from end to end. Niamh Carmody, lovely ball in over the top, caught brilliantly there by O'Leary. Lovely pass off, opportunity here for Kerry. Shot comes in, gone up and over the bar, could easily have gone under. Aisling O'Connell from Mayor Ogue in Cork with the score for Kerry. Super score that could easily have gone under the crossbar, Emer.
Yeah, really well taken. It was
Fancy here from the goalkeeper from the kick out. It's gone into the back of the net. The kick out intercepted into the back of the net, and that is a disaster from a Monaghan perspective. Louise Ní Mhuire-Hirty with the goal. We nearly missed it here in Tuam, but it's been registered as the goal in the 43rd minute for Kerry. The referee has spotted a foul in there now as well. So 1 goal and 7 now for Louise Ní Mhuire-Hirty. At the point just prior to that, before we had the kick out, came from the wing back Aisling O'Connell. And Kerry have blitzed Monaghan for a goal and a point in 60 seconds.
Yeah, disaster there for Monaghan. A kick out that went astray. The last person you want on that is Louisa Mahertig. She had the confidence to just chip the goalie and lobbed in a goal there at that stage. And they were also pulled for a short kick out again, and she is slotting over another score. Just with the right.
Yeah, the umpire had a very, very long look at that one, Emer, for sure. It just tailed out to the left-hand side and wide. It remains 1-11 for Kerry. Monaghan 1-7. We're in the 14th minute of this second half. And Monaghan have just got that 1 point in the second half, where Kerry have added 1-4. They're not quite finished yet either. They really are sensing something big on here now in this second half, as the ball is eventually... Monaghan furious with the decision there, but there was a hand in that held the hand of the Kerry player, and Louise will probably have an easier opportunity than the previous free to stretch them further again. And the fear is now, I suppose, that with Monaghan with a lot of bodies back, the game is energy sapping. They're against the breeze, and they probably didn't have enough of advantage at half time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Our Kerry's approach to using the wind in the second half is completely different to Monaghan's. In the first half, they obviously had to work much harder tracking back. They focused on defensive instead of putting their forwards up there. And Kerry just seemed to be getting stronger and stronger, and have just turned it around to they're now 5 points ahead.
5 points ahead, 112 to 1-7. Haven't trailed at half time by 1-6 to 7 points. So 1-5, the opening 15 minutes of the second half. A great return for Kerry as they try to turn the screw even more here now on Monaghan, who have, to their credit, been so good so far in this game. But crucially, that goal and a point now has really turned this game on its head. Monaghan very close to the sideline on the far side of the field. The referee says it's over carrying by the Monaghan player. Kerry will get the free. Looking to take it quickly over there. The lines person tells them to take time, and they go back with it and walk the ball out the field. Pass inside then towards Corch Lynch. Has time to get it off. Kerry slowly builds now through Ciara O'Brien from Lawn Rangers. As Kerry now edging themselves ever closer, you'd feel, at this stage, to a place in another league final, having lost to Meath last year. Substitute Danielle O'Leary, who scored a point on her introduction, involved in this move. Good work by Kerry now, going to have a shot from out the field that comes in and goes out to the right hand side and wide. The referee having a look at his watch. We're very close to the water break here now. He's going to call, I think, for the water break. He is at 112 to 1-7. Emer, 5 points advantage for Kerry, who are very much in a very stronger position than they were earlier in this contest.
Yeah, just there in a spell of 2 to 3 minutes that they just turned it around. Monaghan, while they're battling very hard trying to get it out of defence, are struggling to just get a score up at the far side. We did have one earlier on, but since half time we've just had one score on the board for Monaghan, so they have it all to do in the next 15 minutes.
Really, there isn't a lot that they have done wrong. They've had to defend because the breeze dictates that the team that has it are going to use it to their advantage, but it's so hard for them to get the ball out of their own half, and even when they do, there's just not enough support available in up front.
Yeah, you would have to think, and I suppose looking back into the first half, they may have, I suppose, wanted to capitalise more on that wind. You can see here that Kerry are pushing everyone forward. They're banking on their defence to be able to hold out. But we're just this young Monaghan outfit are working extremely hard all throughout the field. But they will have it all to do.
So a big quarter coming up now for both sides here. As we said earlier, a place in the league final going off the Monaghan team is Emma Clerkin, as coming on is number 7. Kelsey Maguire from Sean McDermott's coming into the action, named in the starting 15 but didn't start for Monaghan today. So play will resume with a kick out for keeper Orna Kelly. out towards the 45-metre line. Monaghan now looking to somehow find a score that might reignite their challenge here in Tuam Stadium. They won't give up, that's for sure. It's not in their DNA to give up for Monaghan, as a proud footballing county for a long number of years. And right now they have a free to be taken by Kelsey Maguire, just introduced. Goes for the return pass. Fine athletic player as Maguire, who wasn't available to start, is still involved in this, is the midfielder for Monaghan. Bursting forward, Jane Drury. Drury gets a lovely pass across towards Garland. Orla Garland with the shot. That's in and over the bar. Great response there by Monaghan. Walked the ball up the field. Fantastic work that ended with Amy Garland getting the point and over the bar. And I said about their spirit that they don't give up, and that's great to see too.
Yeah, super work there by Kelsey Maguire just after being introduced. Worked the ball well, and you see Amy Garland, one of the Dunamine players that lined out against Kilcarn Clonberne earlier in the year. They've had a great run for their club and are now representing their county, and she did so well there to get that score.
Referee Kevin Corcoran not allowing the quick free which Monaghan had taken, so it's being brought back to be retaken outside the 45-metre line. Myrne Atkinson, the captain, doesn't have an awful lot to aim for inside, but she's going to go long. Ball in around the house. Good work out here. Good work here by McQuillan. Still going forward. Looks for the pass off. Gets it off. And good work there by Drury. Driving forward. Needs support. Tries to get it out. Has to the end. Recycle it back. Centre half back. Had traffic coming in on her there. The full back is up there as well, Jennifer Duffy. And it's Monaghan who are this time met by a wall of green and gold jerseys as Kerry retreat to defend. Atkinson now outside the D, still going forward, trying to get the solo win. She's still driving forward. It's a super score by Myrne Atkinson, the captain. Probably the point of the day by Myrne Atkinson for Monaghan. With 19 minutes gone in the second half, they get 2 in a row. What a score, Emer.
Yeah, just when you need your leader, your captain to step forward. She really made that for herself. It was well worked around, but she used her strength and her power to get through and took a great score.
And it's far from over here yet, as the referee not giving a free there, but play on is the instruction. 112 to 19 is going back for the free now. 3 points between the sides. Kerry with that goal and 2 points earlier. Now see Monaghan come back to hit 2 of their own. 112 to 19. Nobody leaving Tuam Stadium early, that's for sure, for their respective journeys back north to Monaghan and south to Kerry, because this one is far from decided just yet. As Monaghan now go the direct long route, the referee's going to call it back as well. Having a word with one of the Kerry players who receives a yellow card. It's the midfielder Niamh Carmody from Fanook St. Senans. So Kerry will play the remaining 10 minutes of this game with 14 players. Emer, how important is that?
Yeah, that's a huge blow for Kerry. They've now down to 14 players. Monaghan are in possession. They've gotten the last 2 scores. It'll be a real test now to see if Kerry can hold out this 3 point.
Monaghan have picked up another free outside the D as well, as the advancing player is knocked to the ground. And it'll be an opportunity for Jodie McQuillan into the breeze, inside the D, to reduce it back to a 2-point ball game. Kerry led at the water break by 112 to 17. That could be reduced now just to 2 points if McQuillan can somehow find the accuracy here. She's kicked it very high. Is it curling out to the right hand side? It's just so difficult to kick into that end in that breeze, but they're going to have to look maybe if those long-range frees have taken short ones, but Kerry will be happy with that. Ciara Butler takes the kick out to the middle of the field, goes and is picked up there. Kerry now want to get the ball down the other end of the field, and it's broke kindly for them towards Coach Lynch. She's got support on the far side, uses it in the shape of Niamh Ní Chonaiceoir from Corcadivna, up towards Louise Ní Waraharty, and inside to Caoimhe Evans. This is good by Kerry right now. Kerry player goes to ground, and that's another free. And it really is a game that's had so many frees, Emer. it had the potential to be, I suppose, fast, open flowing game with both sides going for this, but the frees just take the sting out of it.
Yeah, they do. Just when there's a build up, the frees are given against. But there has been great passages of play, great defensive play from both ends as well, and another score there, so accurately taken by Louise Maher. She's just such a quality free taker.
Yeah, she doesn't really miss, that's for sure, and she's put over another one. 1-9 now will make it for Louise, as Kerry now from that kick out again are on the attack. I want to finish this game off now. They've allowed Monaghan to come back and get 2 points after their earlier goal and point, but they want to hit back right now. We've played 52 minutes of the contest. We've 8 minutes on the clock to go. 1-13 for Kerry, Monaghan 1-9, a 4-point ball game. Louise involved in this movement again. Out the side of the field it goes towards Ciara Murphy. Inside towards Danielle O'Leary. Danielle now will go back out with the return pass to her Marathi. Louise now tries to get the solo in. Has time as the ball went away from her to still get it up and get the pass in. As it comes out to Caoimhe Evans. To Anna Galvin, the captain. The support will come from Lorraine Scanlon. Play on, says the referee. Kerry furious that the free wasn't given on that occasion. But it's Monaghan who will make the long run up the field again against the elements here. Rosie Courtney needs support. Not a lot of support. They need support this side of the field, is the call from the management down in front of us. As that shot is half blocked down there. Brilliantly intercepted there. The block coming in from cornerback Julie O'Sullivan, which stopped that long delivery coming in from Monaghan. And Kerry now have an opportunity to build again. Good work here. Caoimhe Evans now inside to O'Leary. O'Leary now bursting past the tackle, still going forward. O'Leary fisted effort. O'Leary's high and over the bar. An inspired substitution for Kerry has been Danielle O'Leary. A point to her earlier goal, or to her earlier score. She's got 2 points now since her introduction. The clock tells us 53 minutes gone, and Kerry get another score.
Yeah, great score by Danielle O'Leary. She's been making herself available from both sides of the pitch there. It was well worked by Caoimhe Evans into her and slotted over, well taken by a hand pass over the bar.
1-14 to 1-9. 5 points is the gap once again. So Monaghan have to restart. Maybe somehow find a goal as they're fouled in the middle of the field. Against this breeze, you think that Monaghan definitely need a goal, if not 2, to try and overcome this 5-point deficit as they go cross-field with this towards their cornerback. Good work and good running by Lauren Garland. Spotted that pass was on its way. In it goes towards Kelsey Maguire. Jodie McQuillan now back out towards Atkinson. Atkinson loves to run at the defence, but needs support, has to get back outside. Felt she was fouled, but play on, says the referee. Driving forward is the full-back who is fouled. That's going to be a free in. Foul on O'Neill Shamrock's Jennifer Duffy. And the referee is going to allow time now for a substitution as well for Kerry. Coming into the action is number 21, Paris McCarthy from Castle Island Desmonds in North Kerry. Coming into the Monaghan team as well is number 18, Sarah Capaldi from Carrickmacross. So going off for Kerry as Caoimhe Evans gets a round of applause. Good game for Caoimhe Evans as centre forward. Saw a lot of ball in both halves. The clock has ticked into the last 5 minutes here. Monaghan have an opportunity as that ball is kicked in high and over the bar. Great score. Good response by Monaghan again. 1-14 now to 1-10. And it's Jodie McQuillan again that has got that. Jodie McQuillan now with 1 goal and 6 points for her side. And this game is coming off is the midfielder Jodie McQuillan. She's done her bit. She's certainly has been one of the stars of the game here. She might end up on the losing team, but she's been very good for Monaghan. 1 goal and 6 points for her out of her side's tally of 1 goal and 10. Kerry now trying to finish strong here. The ball is sent out this side of the field, picked up here, and the pass got back again from the full-back Kaylee Cronin from Dr. Crokes. Up it goes towards the substitute, Paris McCarthy. Paris now looking for support, over carries the ball, however, according to the referee. and that will be a free out for Monaghan. The ball is thrown away. They want it brought forward. 114 to 110. It's a 2-score game right now, but you still feel Monaghan need that goal.
Yeah, you would. You know, you can see there Kevin Corcoran's been very sticky on the over carrying, which is causing frustration on both sides. You know, they were Kerry in possession there and just lost that momentum with the free out again.
Monaghan through Jennifer Duffy now, trying to get something going. There's a player free this side of the field, Maeve Monaghan, but not used on this occasion. Monaghan trading by 4. The clock against them. We're in the 27th minute. Ball in over the top. Again, there's too many green and gold jerseys in there, and Kerry can we get the ball back to Ciara Butler, who has time to find Lorraine Scanlon, who's been involved in a lot as well in this game for Kerry, as Danielle O'Leary now picks it up, tries to go forward. Play on, says the referee. And the ball is given off towards Niamh Conacher, who'll hold it up, waste a couple of minutes, or waste a couple of seconds, should I say. And the ball transferred out the side of the field towards Ciara Murphy. Murphy to McCarthy. And off it goes to the captain, Anna Galvin. Louise Niwerhurty. Forward towards Erica McGlynn, scored in the first half, but gives the ball away here. That's going to be a free out for a foul. Kerry, remember, are down to 14 players as well with a yellow card. Geneve Carmody for the last 10 minutes of this game, as 2.5 minutes is their time for Monaghan to get a goal and a point. They need one of them pretty quickly now, as 2 players go to ground down in front of us, as heavy tackle there on Danielle O'Leary and the Monaghan player. So play will be stopped for a moment. The referee comes out to talk to the linesmen this side of the field. It's referee explaining Emer there. I think it was, you know, 50-50, 6 of one, half a dozen of another there. Both players going full on for the ball like they have all day.
Yeah, Amy Garland has brought balls into tackles. In fairness, she hasn't stood back from it. Danielle O'Leary seemed to stand her ground. You know, the free is been given to Monaghan in this occasion, but Danielle O'Leary, she's been a super introduction there for Kerry. She's taken her 2 scores, and she's also gotten back and defended, you know, turning over ball and putting in tackles here. Unfortunate to give a free away on that occasion, but you know, really good work from her.
Monaghan introduced Colleen Jones, number 25 from Maharacloon, into the action, and Amy Garland being replaced there after that tackle, which Kerry have defended that free, and have an opportunity now to get it away. With about 2 minutes to go here in Tuam Stadium, with Kerry leading by 4 points, looking the likely now to qualify for another successive league final against Armagh in the coming weeks, as Kerry now try to finish it off in style here in Tuam Stadium. They have possession, the clock is in their favour, and Monaghan will have to chase and chase and chase and try somehow to overturn this here, because Kerry can hold on now for the last while, but they don't. They go long, they go forward, they're looking for another score, but Monaghan have intercepted that back there, and they won't give up. Still going forward, still trying, never giving up. Their performance overall has been impressive today for a team that has been depleted by retirements at the start of the year. There's a lovely ball in over the top. Good work out here for Jane Drury. Drury now driving forward. She's met by a Kerry defender in there, and that's going to be an opportunity. We're in the additional time by my stopwatch. What do Monaghan do here now? Do they just tap this over the bar? They were all looking for Jodie McQuillan, who's been replaced, to take this free, so it's going to be left to Jane Drury. But will there be time? The Kerry defender has been spoken to by the referee, Kevin Corcoran, in there as well. And Kerry going to finish with 13 at the very end of this game, as another yellow card, which sees 2 Kerry players now on the sideline. Monaghan will have the chance for the free on the 21-metre line straight in front of the post to reduce it to a 3-point ball game. And then it's up to the referee what's left, because our clock tells us we played a minute over the 30, as Drury strikes this one high, strikes it up and over the bar. 114 to 111 as Jane Drury gets the point for Monaghan in the stroke of full time here. 114 to 111. Kick out vital now at this stage, as all eyes will be on the referee as the ball kicked out. Dropped in the middle of the field, won by Kerry. Kerry trying to get it forward. Anywhere will do now for Kerry at this stage. If they can just hold possession, they'll qualify as the ball is sent out. There's 2 Kerry players this side of the field. Louise Niwarahati picks it up, back of their own half back line, trying to go forward, gets the free, plays for the free and gets the free. Kerry pleading with the referee. That Monaghan player pleading that there's time wasting. Austin O'Connell is the linesman this side of the field, having a quick word with both management teams, so it's probably going to come down to that goal for Kerry in the second half, finished to the back of the net by Louise Niwarahati after 43 minutes, because that's what separates them right now.
Yeah, just that goal, you know, the opportunistic pop over the goalie that you don't want to see is definitely benefiting them here. But you know, Monaghan have been battling the whole way through this game. They are not giving up, and will Kerry be able to see it out at this stage?
Yeah, they've been put under immense pressure by the Monaghan girls out there, just trying somehow to overturn and dispossess the Kerry girls and get one last chance. Louise Niwarahati now is in the middle of the field, but she's really experienced, cute. She's been in this position many times before with her side, able to slow it down, hold up possession, don't give away anything stupid, and now she drives forward, taking on 4 or 5 Kerry defenders as the ball is sent inside now towards Paris McCarthy. Out it goes over there towards the number 18, Lorraine Scanlon, and the shot comes in from out the field. That's gone out to the left hand side and might be as good as a score at this stage. The referee will soon blow the full-time whistle, you'd imagine, here in Tuam Stadium. Monaghan may just come up a little bit short as that ball is driven out there. The final whistle goes. Kevin Corcoran, the referee from Mayo, as you look at the management team down in front of us, delighted with Julie O'Sullivan as they shake hands with the fourth official this side of the field. Kerry 114, Monaghan 111. It's Kerry that will advance to the league final, where they will take on Armagh. Remember, they lost, as we said earlier, to Meath last year, but fabulous game of football, Emer, from both sides. And in Monaghan in particular, we didn't know what to expect today. You know, it's a very much a new setup at the moment, but whatever kind of work has been up there, it's certainly on its way, and it's not far away from being very good.
Yeah, credit and fairness to Monaghan. They have been super today. You know, unfortunate to lose out by a goal in the end. Kerry, you know, they struggled on in the early stages, maybe came back, and in the second half there, you know, took lovely range of scores. What a display by Louise Niwarahati, scoring I think 1-9 maybe there in total today, but you know, and her work rate around the pitch as well as that. But you know, for a Monaghan outfit going forward, they can take credit from getting to this league semi-final with such a huge number of changes. You know, there's some fabulous young players there, and you know, the future is bright for them. But Kerry will go on and take on Armagh, so they would hope for maybe a better outcome than last year's final. Yeah,
that's one to look forward to in a couple of weeks' time as well. Armagh versus Monaghan in Division 2 of Little Ladies National Football League final for 2022. Monaghan led at half time here in June by 1-6 to 7 points. The goal coming on 20 minutes from Jodie McQuillan from a penalty that saw them 1-4 to 3 points ahead. But the start of the second half, it was 3 points in a row in opening 8 minutes for Louise Niwarahati and Danielle O'Leary, the substitute, that put them 10 points to 1-6 ahead. It was levelled up again before we had that blitz of a goal and a point for Kerry that really put the difference between the sides, and in the end losing 3 points defeat for Monaghan, but they will have learned a lot from their long journey here to Tuam today, and we'll certainly be looking forward to seeing them in action in the championship in the rest of the year. For Kerry, it's a job done, back to a league final. They'll be very happy to have come here to Tuam today, and they'll enjoy the journey back down to Kerry later on this evening. The final score here before we go in Tuam Stadium, our sincere thanks to Rory and the lads for getting us up and running in Tuam Stadium today. To Emer Flaherty, former Galway footballer and co-commentator with us today. Thanks so much, Emer. But a full-time score from me, Tommy Devan, in Tuam Stadium. It's finished Kerry 1 goal and 14 points, Monaghan 1 goal and 11.